On this day in Seventh-Day Adventist history, April 24, Thaddeus Moore Stewart was born on November 18, 1827. He would be converted into the Baptist Church early in life in 1843. 9 years later, he would begin keeping the seventh-day Sabbath after hearing the message from Elder Chase. His future wife Myrtle was raised as a Seventh-day Baptist and would also start keeping the Sabbatarian Adventist message in the same year. It would be in 1854 when the two would marry. 2 children would be born to this union. By this time, Stewart would already be a traveling preacher, having started preaching the Sabbatarian Adventist message in the state of Wisconsin soon after learning about the Sabbath. He would travel with Elder J.H. Wagner as a mentor for a year. While in Lindia, Wisconsin, he was imprisoned for 2 weeks for refusing to take an oath in court. The sheriff, though, would allow him to go out every night to preach. Didn't even send a guard, knowing that Elder Stewart would come back to finish his sentence. Mrs. White, though, would have to rebuke the Stewarts for their criticism of James White's leadership, and because of their jealousy and suspicion of both James and Ellen White. When the Illinois and the Wisconsin conferences were organized in 1863, Elder Stewart acted as secretary of the conference for 5 years, even though he opposed earlier attempts at church organization in northern Wisconsin. He also, at one time, claimed that his wife, Myrta, would have visions and allowed fanatical experiences to be practiced among the believers. When the Civil War started and Adventist boys were going to be drafted, it was Elder Stewart that wrote the appeal to Governor Lewis of Wisconsin and Governor Yates of Illinois for exemptions of Seventh-day Adventists from service as combatants in the war. He would work many years with the Johns, John Loughborough and John Andrews, before moving his family to Battle Creek, Michigan in 1874. But he still would go back to preach in his former field for many years. It is said that of those that embrace the message under his labors, scarcely anyone has given it up. He was very careful to explain all the vital points of doctrine, and the sanctuary question was considered of special importance. To the original platform of truth held by us as a people, he was loyal to the end. He would preach in Michigan until 1902. When seeking a warmer climate, he moved to Graysville, Tennessee. There he would frequently preach when his strength would permit it. On this date, April 24, 1907, Elder Thaddeus Moore Stewart would die in Graysville, Tennessee.